Today we're going to look at Craft Beer Live from 2019. First off is Kyoto Brewing Company, one of the best brewers in Japan now, year after year. Really, really good. And second we have Voyager Brewing, and they are out of Wakayama. And next is Omi Beer, which is from the Omi region right off of Lake Biwa. And then we have Nara Beer, Natamichi Brewery. And then Nara Brewery, which the brewer there was came out of Kyoto Brewing. And then we have Kyoto Bakushu, which is part of Kizakura. They have their Lucky Brews, Lucky Chicken, Lucky Dog, and so on. And now we have Kinosaki Beer from the Sea of Japan, a hot spring resort. And Zigzag Brewing from Tamba Sasayama in Hyogo. And next up is Hino Brewing. And Tango Craft Beer. They're out of the wilds of Kyoto. And next up is Harvest no Oka. And Dotonbori Beer out of Osaka. They've been around a long time. And then Marka, which is a kind of fan favorite in Osaka. And then Starboard Brew, which is located in Sannomiya in Kobe. And then we have Gnome Craft, which is a new brewery out of Wakayama. And Kyoto Machiya Brewery out of Kyoto. And Tambaji Brewery, which is in Hyogo, kind of way out in the countryside in Hyogo. And next is Craft Beer Based Brewing Lab, and they're pretty new. They have all the good beer bars in Osaka, and now they're brewing. And then One's Brewery, which is fairly new, out of Osaka, Kitahama area of Osaka. And then Kobe Minato Beer, which is one of the smallest breweries imaginable. It's Harbor Brewing as well in English. And then Agara Craft, which used to be called Sandaime in Wakayama Prefecture. And then Konishi, which has been around a long time. They produce Belgian-style ales, and they also import many beers from Belgium. Next, Awaji Beer, which is part of Hyogo Prefecture. And Biwako Imichi Beer in Shiga, which is along on Biwa, Lake Biwa. And then Brew Pub Tetard Valley, which is maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 years out of Osaka. And Golden Rabbit Brewing, which is in Nara. And then Roko Beer, which has been around a long time, and they are in Kobe. You can get a lot of their beers at the Starboard. Kyoto Nishijin Bakushu. And then Derailer Brew Works, which is in the Nishinari area of Osaka, fairly new brewery. And Nagisa Beer, which is in Wakayama, I think they were probably the first microbrewery in Wakayama, and they have a brew pub there. Kyoto Ichijoji, smallish brewery, and they have a nice pub in Kyoto itself where you can eat and drink. Akashi Brewery, which makes wonderful German-style beers, and they have a tap room in Akashi. And here's a new one, Bluewood, which is also out of Wakayama. And Nagahama Roman Beer, and you can find many of their beers at Liquor Mountain stores in the Kansai area. And then Spring Valley Brewery, which is technically a subsidiary of Kirin and not really a craft brewery. And De Paz, which is in Osaka. And Izushi Shiroyama Garden, which is in Hyogo Prefecture. And then finally, Heiwa Craft, or Heiwa Shuzo from Wakayama. And so those are all the breweries that participated. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm not quite finished. Kuninocho, which is in Osaka. And actually, you see the date there, they're one of the earliest craft brewers in Japan. And Okuyamato Beer in Nara, which is brand new as far as I can tell. And Kyoto Beer Lab out of Kyoto. They've been around maybe a year or two. Sony Kogen Beer, which is a very small brewery in rural Nara Prefecture. And then one that's called Sandaya, or Kihachiro Beer, from a steakhouse in Hyogo in Sanda area. And Two Rabbits, one of the better breweries that started in the last few years, and they are also in Omi Hachiman in Shiga-ken. And then finally Mino Beer, which is one of the earliest microbrewers in Japan, and one of the best still, as far as it goes. So that's it. A whole series of over 40 breweries that came to Craft Beer Live in 2019.